Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 7, Episode 29. I'm JC Proton. We are picking up at turn 147. So, anarchy is over, and we've established a federation, but we've not had an election yet. Election will happen after this turn. The Cravers will get one more system. The system is full. So next turn, they will have 16 star systems in this constellation, and I will have only 15. So we'll see. The ownership of this constellation may flip to them, at least temporarily. With a federation government, I will get to have +1 system before overcolonization penalty per hero supporting a leading political party. So we're going to have 2 leading political parties, and that looks like it's going to be the ecologists and the pacifists, right? Part of the big surge in pacifist support has to do with some populations like the Harishams and the Bagaba. I think another really big part of it is you get pacifist approval from peaceful interactions, engaging in friendly diplomacy, right? Well, I've got a lot of friendly diplomacy going on here. I'm at peace with 6 of the 7 other factions in this game. So that's a whole lot of peace. That's a whole lot of peaceful. So I'm thinking that's probably the main reason why there's so much support for the pacifists. Faction or party. I guess it's like a political party. So I expect in the election that the 2 parties that will be represented here will be ecologists and pacifists. I'm hoping the ecologists win. I'm gonna do this stuff here to try to encourage them to win. Our approval is less than awesome, partially because you see here there is -21 from not leading political parties in system. And you see that over and over through here. Because there aren't any political parties. So normally you'll have some that are supported and you get a plus approval for those, and you get a minus or a disapproval or negative approval, whatever you want to call it, for not having leading or for whatever, not population that are not supported or represented in the government. So right now we only have the malice and not the benefit. So interesting that it's present for some but not all. I wonder why AO doesn't have it. You know, I don't know. So anyway, we've got approval problems. Cash flow is pretty even though, which is really nice. Which I'm about to break because I can. Because I want to increase my science. So right now my science is I'm at 3164 per turn. And you know me. I run a deficit, so I'm going to go ahead and pump that up by doing toys for boys. No, brains over bucks. That's it. So I'm going to increase my science by 20%, and I'm going to lose 20% of my dust. So right now we're about even, and we're at 3164. So let's increase our science and decrease our dust production. Here we go. And now we're at 3773. We were 3164, right? So that's 609, something like that. About 600. We increased our science by about 600, and we decreased our dust by about 250. So I'm willing to trade 250 dust for 600 science. All right, so that's a thing. Something else to look at. So this fleet here is at 14 of 22. So we've got room for 8 more command points worth of ships. I could build something like these. If I did that, it will take something like 7 turns to make one. So that's an option. I could also build some attackers. I think what I want to do is something that's manageable. So I think I'm going to lean towards actually being able to build a few more or upgrade some small ships. So I think I'm going to queue this in there. I may do these as well. I'll eventually upgrade the existing ones. I just don't have the money right now to do that. But I think if I build some, I want to build more of the small attacker type ships. And then we're going to build, we're going to research this. So we're going to start with a trade headquarters. Okay, so what I want to do, now that we have the Federation in place, we can build these upgrades. See, now they're only 60 and 16. Before they were 75 and 20. So I want to build these in the locations where I'm going to be having trade headquarters and trade subsidiaries. And here's another thing. Since they only take a flat 2 turns to build, regardless what your industry is on your systems, and since I'm suffering a penalty right now on my approval, I'm going to go ahead and pass Toys for Boys temporarily. The minus 10% industry kind of doesn't matter since I'm going to be building about 5 or 6 of these. And it doesn't matter what the industry is. I'm going to go ahead and tolerate that penalty for a little bit because I need the approval bonus as well. And I think when I pass that, that might pop me up to the next level of approval here and increase my science further, and also give me a little more dust, which will help offset some of my my cash flow situation. So let's go ahead and do that. Toys for Boys. Approval on the up and industry on the down. So pass that. All right, so now we are at, look at that, 4265. So that's an extra, what, 500 or 600 science, and we made almost no difference at all on our dust. Okay, and we're at least devoted now. So that's an improvement. All right, so let's look at where else are we going to be putting these. Okay, so this is a trade headquarters. We're going to have a subsidiary here. And we're going to have a subsidiary over here. And we will eventually have a subsidiary here as well. Headquarters, subsidiary, these two are subsidiaries, that's a subsidiary. And then the other trade headquarters will be here and here, and subsidiaries will be here and here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have enough resources to do 4. I can do, see, I have plenty of blue cap, but I'm limited at 16 endless foundries. 16, 32, 42, so I only have 10 left, but I'm producing 3.5, so it'll be about 3 turns maybe until I can build another one. So anyway, so let's do a Sikagoja. And then the next one would be probably, this will be a subsidiary, and this will be a subsidiary. We'll go ahead and do this headquarters one. We'll do this one, and this one probably in that order. see, another route over here would go across here, here. Yeah, this is, yeah, I guess we'll do over here. Do I have enough to do this one? I don't think so, no. So this one and this one will wait until I have enough resources. So right now our bottleneck is the Endless Foundries production. So the first two places where I want to put subsidiaries are going to be places where I'm increasing my Endless Foundries. So it'll be at AN and it will be at AD. Is where my, probably AD might be my very first subsidiary. Because AD has a lot more industry, 354, versus this one, 203. Yeah, probably here first, then there. Yeah, that looks like a good plan. So first trade headquarters will be here, and then second one will be here, and the third one will be there. And the first subsidiary will be at AD, the second will be at AN, and the third subsidiary, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it'll be AI or it may be over here at AE. I'm kind of thinking AE because that'll be another route going across here from AA prime down here, so that'll be more, yeah, that'll probably be good. So probably this is the first subsidiary, and then this might be the second one, or that might be the second one. Regardless, it'll be second and third. Okay, looks like a good plan. All right, so that's trade routes. I want to be able to pump up my military just a little bit. I mean, that's a decent fleet. It's 3,000 attack. It's a deterrent, but considering that the Cravers can field fleets that are probably 10,000 attack, 3,000 is not enough. So I need enough to where there's a deterrent there. You know, right? So if deterrence is successful, then there's no conflict. And if deterrence fails, then you have conflict, right? So going to try to avoid conflict. You can see United Empire is stepping up their game. They're bringing 4,100 over there, and they're bringing 3,600 over there. So it's looking good. You know, they're defending themselves. So I'm hoping that they do a good job of tying up the Cravers. All right, let's see.
We know not what game you play, but we have a proposal.
So we're going to refuse the alliance because we don't want to join any alliances. We want to maintain all our peace so that we can build up our strength and focus on building up our systems, get big and strong. And then once we're strong enough, then we're going to take it to the Cravers and beat them down is the plan, the long-term plan. That's a long-term plan. So ships, sure. We'll run through our ships. That dude's gonna just hang out. This guy's gonna send a probe. This won't take long. This dude's just going to send a probe here. And chill. This dude's just gonna chill. This guy's gonna do his usual 3 probe Monty. Boom, boom. Yes, over here. This guy's going to do his 3 probes. See, he sends one here, one over here. Okay, he's done, and then that dude just hangs out. And that's all our ship movement. Yeah, Federation. Okay, and that plus 20 ended. So maybe because we had a big drop in approval, right? It dropped. So maybe it was applying and it just wasn't displaying in here, but it was actually taking effect. I don't know. I probably should have done the math. I'll do it. I'll try to make a point of doing that next game when I'm doing that, when I make that choice, and we'll see. Latest political survey looks like ecology and pacifist. Big time, right? So that's assuming the elections aren't tampered with, but I'm going to tamper with the elections to try to pump up the ecologists even more. I have a bunch of influence here, 2,500, and it's estimated it's going to cost me 2,250 to influence the election. So I have just enough going on here. Vodyani grew at AA, and so let's see. And then we've got a couple of amoebas that grew at AD and AJ. Amoebas, how many do we have? 13 of 16? Yeah, I'm not moving those around at all. Or the Harishams. But the Vodyani, we have two of them. So the one that's at AA, let's see here. Where do we want to send him? It's basically between AB or AD. And AD has a higher food production right now because I moved, remember last video, I moved a bunch of people over here from here. If I hadn't done that, let's see what the food difference would have been. Yeah, way more food, right? But industry is at 278 and now it's at, you know what, since I'm building this and industry doesn't matter right now, let's go ahead and do that temporarily. Temporarily, we'll do that. Okay, cool. All right. I'll say the next Vodyani will come over here, and the current Vodyani is going to come down here because this guy has high food production all the time, and this guy does not. And you can see these are colder planets, so it's not like I'm going to have the advantage of using that hot. So we're going to send one to AD. To AD. Alpha Delta 4. Okay, and the amoebas stay in place. We are currently at 13 of 16 amoebas. We are growing one next turn at Prime, one at Sikagoja. So that'll give us two more, so we'll only be one away, and then one comes out in 3 turns at AI if we get that far. Okay, lots of military stuff built that also give us manpower on system, which gives us industry, so all very good things that we want. Okay, great. So we're ready to rock and roll. So we're going to do commercial frameworks. That will unlock trade company headquarters and trade company subsidiaries. That will give us one headquarters, and after we built the headquarters, then we can build the subsidiary. We're researching this over here, which will give us 2 more subsidiaries. We can build 2 more subsidiaries. So once we've researched that, which is going to take a little while, 13 turns. But it'll actually be less than that because of this. Facilitating tech gives you, I think it's a 20% discount on that price. So instead of being whatever 38,000, it's going to be more like 30, 31, something like that. So anyway, it'll be a little bit less. A little bit less turns. 9 turns will drop to 7, something like that maybe. So 13 will be more like 11, probably. Okay, so that's I think everything that we have going on. Yeah, let's go ahead and just advance the turn. And then we're going to do the election. Here we go, man. Oh, look, we're at 1064 and Lumeris are at 1056. We pulled ahead of the Lumeris. All right, we're fourth from last instead of third from last now. Cool. Oh, it doesn't look like it advanced. Let's try again. There we go. Here's the election. Okay. We want to do not the strong penalty. We want to say we have strong boost to the selected political party. Ideal if the chosen party is already well supported. Okay, so we have a well supported party that we are reinforcing the support for, and we use up a whole bunch of our influence, and it is totally worth it. And then this is going to give us a lot of approval because we have a lot of citizens that are supported by the representative party in government. I'm at a loss for words. Okay, so. And there you see all the wormholes and stuff, which normally will show up on this election map, even if you don't have the wormhole tech. As long as you can see the system to which the wormhole is connected, you'll be able to see the wormholes on the election map. Wow, look at the support. That is bananas. Okay. We're going to have a lot of support for ecologists. Entrenched. And there's our hardship ready. So now we can colonize non-gas planets even if we don't have techs. And we have trusted broker. Okay, lowers the cost of diplomacy. As long as you're willing to pay for running the law. Here we go. We have a federation government. We can pass laws. We're at 15 of 16 amoebas. The score looks like we're at 1084. So we're solidly in 5th place now. We're definitely a little bit ahead of the Lumeris. Yep, we have pulled ahead of Lumeris, so that's a great feeling. Forced law is active, hardship ready. Wow, the money situation improved. Ooh, look at that. Pacifist support's even higher now. It's even higher now because they're represented in the government. Oh, man, I forgot to... oh, crap. I forgot to deal with my financial shortage, and it didn't prompt me, I guess. And so all of these heroes got unassigned. And it sold my lost Horatio ship. I guess that's okay. And they sold 5 elements. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix all that. Wow. No assignments. Wow. Okay.
You're the caviar of the galaxy.
Whoops. Wow. Okay, I have some cleaning up to do here. Deadly Shoal. Guess it's this guy. I'm kind of on tilt here. That shook me up. That shook me up when I messed that up. Okay, so we can build a headquarters. We know where we want that. Right here. So we'll build this, then we'll build this, then we'll build this. And this, the amount of industry we have should go up by a lot, because that's going to increase it by 45% total, because it's system level 3. And then we'll build this, which will be another plus 80, which will add another 120. So that'll be good. Okay, move all fleets. Those are all going to do the usual stuff. Just keeping an eye. Whoa! Okay, here's the thing to look at. 7,000, 7,100, almost 7,200 attack. 5,100 defense. That's all beams, missiles, beams, 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 missiles, and beams. Again, beams and missiles. Okay, so lots of beams and missiles out of the Cravers, basically, is what we're seeing here. And they're doing fine. Okay, wow. So we got some real fights going on up here. But I don't see anybody damaged. He's at 3,600. Okay. Interesting. What's the conversation?
We know not what game you play, but we...
Okay, same thing. Treaties. Requesting alliance. What's that about? Ships of an unknown empire? Huh. Dude. Let's see what happens if we smash them. Let's see what happens, man. Because we can easily take them. Actually, you know what we need to do? We need to put our hero back. Alright. I think this is probably a good pause point. We'll pick up next time. Yeah. I'll get my hero back, because I need to figure out where I'm going to put my my leaders as well. And I need to come up with some money. Let's probably do that. Let's see, luxuries, what sells for a good price? Hydromial, ionic crystals. Okay, I do have ionic crystals. I'm not planning on using those in my system development, so we'll go ahead and do that, and that'll free up some money. All right, I'll come back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put my hero back on this fleet, and I'm going to assign my heroes as governors again. And then on the next recording, then we'll actually attack here, just because we can, and get our hero some XP for some experience for fighting and stuff. Let's see, we're done with that one. Done with, let's see, AJ. Yeah, that was a good choice there. And I'll look at my populations off screen, off camera as well. And then next time we'll come back at 148 and we'll go beat up on these pirates. All right, well, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.